I didn't suggest it. I didn't suggest it. It's not Team Norway who suggested it.
Oh, it's a battle of frenemies. Frenemies, who's going to take it? Jon Christian, as the Norwegian team captain, who was the easier player to manage?
Aryan.
Okay, so this is going to be a fun one. They played in some big games in their careers.
H4.
Whoa, H4. The Black Knight often likes to go to G6, so the H pawn pushing makes sense. This is the Cosio defense in the RUY LOPEZ.
Cosio defense.
Cosio.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Know your stuff, David.
well, I've played it many times, only in blitz though. But yeah, G6 or knight to G6 tends to be Black's next move, so Magnus preempting it. He's the king of the RUY LOPEZ after all. But yeah, they faced each other so many times. Magnus knocked Aryan out of the World Cup in 2023. Yeah, of course, they played on the same team for years. A lot of mutual respect.
F5, let's go.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Delayed.
But Aryan's spending a lot of time in this opening right now. He had not seen that move before, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I've played this variation my whole life with the Black Knight coming out, and I've only seen H4 maybe a handful of times.
Okay, so it is a thing, though.
It is a thing, but yeah, Black has multiple ways to play. I'm not such a fan of what Aryan's done here because his development is still going to take a while. Magnus loves this pawn structure as well with the kind of Maroczy bind type position, especially if white can blow the center later. But now it's a grip.
It is a grip. And how to untangle?
Don't play G6.
Okay, so it goes for rook b8, which indicates he wants to play b5 to try and remove the pin.
Yeah, he's going to try and break the pin by pushing his b pawn.
Yeah.
And will Magnus just play it slowly, steadily, or will he try and punch through in the center while Black isn't fully developed yet?
Magnus spending some time for the first time in this game. Ooh, actually bringing his queen out to the same file as a rook. That's quite unusual.
Yeah. Very superficial way of stopping this pawn push from happening. Yeah, I guess if he doesn't allow that, then at least the pin is maintained. And,
so if Aryan takes on f3, do you take back with the g pawn then, just to maintain this pin? Because if you don't, then b5 and knight, then the black knight gets a really nice square in the center on d4. Yeah. But taking with the g pawn looks a bit ugly, no?
Yeah, it looks really ugly. But I guess it's really hard for Black to develop. Like, if you move this knight, white even has tricks after that bishop trade of taking a pawn with the queen sometimes and taking later the knight on c6. But the bishop goes all the way back. I don't like that.
No.
Felt like there must be other ways. It's just really frustrating for Black that he can never push the g-pawn due to this checkmate idea. But now he's moved his bishop twice.
It's actually very funny. It's so unusual that there's like a threat of checkmate that's preventing you from making a move so early on in the game, and especially such a natural move.
And now Magnus, he has to decide which side to castle his king on.
Okay, d3. Can you play something like b5 now, trying to... No, probably not. Maybe?
Yeah. It's very tempting, right?
Like b5, if white takes, then knight a5, maybe?
There are some tricks against the white queen as well.
But there's this knight on d5 is really strong. And in some variants, there's like knight takes c7, which is just deadly.
Yeah, I think like Aryan just spending too long. There we go. Like the clock situation was ticking. Just get rid of that knight. Good practical choice. Now just move out the way and hope the game goes on. He needs to speed up.
Yeah.
Too slow,
if he does survive the position, he's still going to have quite the challenge because of the time situation, which is what I really like about this Titled Tuesday format, that the clocks are so important the entire game, even now, just out of the opening.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, big threat. Careful. The bishop coming to this square would win a pawn. Has Aryan blundered that?
Careful.
What are we missing? Bishop there hits the rook, and then the white queen can swoop.
Probably nothing.
Magnus plays it.
I'm surprised that the evaluation isn't more than just much better, because if I lost that pawn, I would think I was just losing the game immediately.
Yeah, I think Aryan's lucky that he's got this move to hit 2 pawns simultaneously, but Magnus, he's been playing freestyle chess too long, moves his king out the way. He hates castling. And yeah, it's not just the B pawn that dropped, it's this one as well, and long-term white's going to have a runner. The white rooks are also going to double up.
Magnus could have taken long castle, but I guess, yeah, he wants the c file for his rook, so king d2.
And Magnus has a good experience against Caruana with sending his king into the middle of the board and surviving narrowly.
Yeah, if he can survive that, he thinks he can survive anything.
Yeah, yes. Too big a sense of safety.
Rook c6, rook c1.
Yep, looks good. Black will try to push a pawn and
fancy.
be in Keto.
What?
Ooh.
Oh,
Bishop moves. Apparently a big mistake.
but how?
Exactly. Okay, good move from Black. Needs to get castled soon.
Yeah.
The problem is, if now for Magnus Carlsen, like if the queens don't come off, Black's queen is going to get super active. He's trying to force the queens off now.
Yeah, Aryan has to trade, no?
Has to trade, yeah. There we go, gets his king out. Okay, white is a pawn up, but the H pawn is weak.
Yes.
But does it even matter when Aryan only has a minute left?
Rook h6.
So little time.
Wants to hit the knight and the pawn behind it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
The clock is going to be so decisive here. Magnus can hold everything here. Maybe move his bishop forward, maybe defend the knight with a rook in the near future. If he can just defend and keep his extra pawn, keep his extra time, he's just going to cruise to victory.
What about like rook g1?
Also very tempting.
But Magnus is listening to the pleas of the audience in the studio. Spend some time, make it more interesting.
Exactly.
Even out those clocks.
We want to see a bullet battle between these two.
Such a massive time advantage for Magnus. He has thought for such a long time and still is a minute up.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can't do against the likes of Magnus and Hikaru in this new format. You just can't go behind on the clock against them. They use the clock so strongly as a weapon. Aryan's playing really, really well, it's got to be said.
Yeah.
Like, he looked dead lost, but now he's better, or he would have been better maybe if he'd found another move. But here we go. The race is on with the pawns.
It is. And this is far from over.
Yeah, 50 seconds is enough if he can find a way forward now, but he's a bit stuck. He's a bit stuck on the H-file.
He needs to defend that pawn. Oh, maybe he doesn't need to defend that pawn.
Knight f1.
Yeah, the big question is what happens if rook takes pawn. I guess there's a knight exchange, and the black rook comes and grabs.
And then he has a passed pawn.
He has a passed pawn.
There's also knight c4. Oh, there's this move as well.
Black knight has some checks. Magnus defends his pawn, very importantly.
Professional decision.
Very professional. Keeps control. But the black pawns are running. Oh, black's rook is a bit stuck though, and white's...
How do you continue this pawn march?
Maybe you don't. Maybe that's as far as the black pawns go. White's plan is simple. Magnus is pushing himself.
Okay, so it's just blocking, yeah?
And, black's much better. The other pawn first wasn't possible since the pawn is stuck guarding the rook.
Okay, so now Magnus gets the blockade.
Oh, no.
Oh, that is the clincher. A rook hit and the pawn dropping. Aryan resigns. That was the clock. He got his chances, but he just couldn't keep up on time.
Yeah, typical of this format that you have to play fast because you're low on time, and then you blunder because of the time. So time becomes the decisive.